Joining me now on this episode of Locally Sourced CP is the Conservation Manager here at the TecH2O Center, which has a very longer name, and you can explain it right now, Miss Jennifer Barr. Miss Barr, thank you for joining me today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Thank you for having us here. This is a really, really cool place. If you can, real quick, just for those who don't know about the center here, just talk briefly about what where we're at and what it's about.
Sure. We are right next door to the world-renowned K. Baby Lee Hutchison desalination plant, and we are focused here at the TecH2O Water Resources Learning Center is the full name, and we teach people about where our water comes from here in the Chihuahua Desert. We teach people how we treat that water, how we reuse that water, importantly, and then how we can conserve water and keep water sustainable for the rest of our time here.
That's cool. And this place is really neat. I know it's gauged a lot towards kids, but I mean it's for the whole family. You guys do community events here as well, right?
Right. So we're on a normal basis. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We also always have a school break series. So whenever there's a school break, usually on Fridays, we'll do some sort of an event here. We have Waterfest in the fall. We have Discover E in February. So we have a lot of fun with events peppered throughout the year, the events are always posted at our TecH2O.org website. So we are El Paso Water. We are El Paso Water employees, and this center houses our conservation department, but we're very focused on the community, bringing the community in, teaching them, people all ages, about our water.
Any favorite events that you guys that you have a favorite?
Waterfest is a lot of fun, but I'm a landscape architect, so I really like our landscape event in the spring, where you can come out and learn about how to design your landscape, how to design your irrigation system, what types of things we can do with our irrigation systems to save water. So that's a lot of fun too.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. And in talking about saving water, that's perfect transition over to talking a little bit about conservation. Water conservation here in the borderlands, especially during the summertime, being in a drought still. Let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, what are some of the things that residents here in El Paso and areas can do to help conserve water?
Right, so especially this time of year, first and foremost, follow the watering schedule, and I'll get to that a little bit later, but we do have a watering schedule here in El Paso, and that's really the biggest thing that you can do, water in the times when there's less evaporation, and which is morning or night. So that's really the first thing. Second is the weather's really nice early morning, so as you go out, maybe you go to your car to head to work, maybe you're tootle around the garden in the morning, but just walk your system. Make sure you know what's going on out there. Make sure you see leaks. Make sure if a plant dies, you plug that little micro tubing so that you're not watering a dead plant for years and years and years. So if you can be present in the garden, it's healthier for you, it's healthier for your irrigation system, it's healthier for our water conservation. So that's number 2. And then number 3, plug into what you can do to help save water by purchasing. You can purchase things as well. So you can purchase a smart timer. You can invest in sprinkler heads if you're using sprinkler heads that use less water or put out larger droplets, so less evaporation. There are a lot of things that you can do. Most of these things all of these things are available at EPA's WaterSense website. It's a great tool, but EPWater.org also has a conservation page where you can learn some of these tips as well.
Oh, that's cool. And that's perfect. Talking about best time to water, and also a lot of people may still not know that there is a watering schedule for your address still here.
Yes. So if your home ends in an even number, you're going to be watering on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays. You do not have to water on all 3 days. Most of the year, you're not going to want to water more than once a week. But people know that they can water 3 days a week, so they say, oh, let's do that. But it's always best to water more deeply and less frequently. If you're an odd number, you need to water on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. or Sundays.
And is there like, especially if you're watering some grass or plants, what's some of the preferred times you would suggest for those to an extra tip?
Right. So between April 1st and September 30th, people are required to water between 6 p.m. and 10 a.m. And right now, we have in the summer months we have a campaign that's called Morning Watering Wins, and another campaign that's called Water at Night. So you'll see both advertisements, and then a healthy discussion between people saying, "No, you should water at night. No, you should water in the morning." And I do like to water in the morning because you can see the results of the irrigation when you head out in the morning. Middle of the night, I don't know. Maybe some people are watching their irrigation systems, but I am not. So I like watering early morning.
And one of the things I wanted to ask too is if there was something you wish like the residents would do to, I guess, one of the main things to conserve water, or like one thing that anyone else, anyone in the city or surrounding areas could do to conserve water, the easiest way. Yeah,
a single recommendation is, I would say, just do the thing that's easiest for you and kind of gets you into thinking about conserving water. For me, that's just shutting off the faucet when you're brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing. Shut off your faucet while you're shaving. Shut off the faucet while you're washing your hands if you're doing a good hand wash. And that kind of just gets you and your kids, and sometimes it's kids teaching their grandparents even how to do these simple things that don't save a lot of water each time, but cumulatively save, millions of dollars, millions of gallons with all of us together.
Yeah, no, I things like that, like simple stuff like that is so easy to do, and also it'll reflect on your monthly bill as well.
Right. Yeah, there are certain things. I had a woman who she had a very small toilet leak, but it was pushing her over 5 ccfs of water and into a different kind of category, and so she was paying $17 more than she needed to pay on her bill. But the other thing that I would do, and this is counterintuitive, I would plant a tree. And we think, oh no, trees use water. How do we balance that? But trees, especially if they're planted like on the south side or the west side of your home, or hot portion of your home, it shades the home. It allows you to use less air conditioning.
Right.
So that shows up on your electric bill. It also shows up on if you have a swamp cooler, you're going to be using less water in your swamp cooler as well. So the cooler you can get your yard, the cooler you can get your house, the better it's going to be for your bill. Sometimes it shows up on the bill. Sometimes, it's just good practice.
Right. And if there's anyone wanting to research some more, do you guys have some tips and stuff like that and information on your guys' website? And
we do. So we have 2 websites. We have the EPWater.org, and there you can go to the residential section and conservation, and there are tips in there. But we also have a website called elpasodesertblooms.org. It helps you. There's a plant selector tool in there. There's also a landscape examples page, so you can choose from landscapes that have deer-resistant plants, or landscapes that are for small yards, or several ideas like that, and you can scroll through and get some ideas from there as well.
Oh, awesome. And I noticed a few things you had on our table here, like the shower heads, and also one of the caps ends for, I believe, for watering the grass or having for hose. Are these some other additional things that people
so
can
I
use?
mentioned, like, you can make some little investments, and or you can come by the TecH2O Center, and we actually have some things that we give away for free. So this is a low flow shower head, which most of the ones you get new now are fairly low flow. They still have great pressure. They still, if you have good pressure, they have great pressure. They still deliver a nice spray, and but they're using less water. We also have, this is very important, if you're washing your car, you're required by law to have a shut off at the end of that hose. This is helpful for that. You're not wasting the water as you're carrying the hose to the plants or to the car. We also have here aerators. You slip those on your fixtures, your sinks, and it again aerates the water, makes it reduces the flow, but makes it feel like it's a nice little spray and it's still
that's
cleaning
awesome.
your hands. And this is a moisture meter. We do like to say water deeply and infrequently. Trees really once a week in the hottest part of the summer and once a month during winter. And this will help you identify how deeply that watering is going.
Awesome. Is there anything else we've gone over like a lot of the conservation stuff, especially the cool center you guys have here. Is there anything else you'd like to say or add before we end today?
Sure. I know y'all were curious about Willie, and contrary to popular belief, he does not secretly run the show from headquarters at Hawkins. But he is also not very well known is he has a checkered past. So he was a water waster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, many years ago, he was Willie the water waster. But he has since reformed his ways. He's an 8-year-old. He helps us convey our message to young people. So we have a book on Willie for early readers, and you can come back pick that up here at TecH2O as well. And he's available for community. He has a skit where he's teaching people how to save water in that skit as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Ms. Barr, I really appreciate you joining us, letting us come out this beautiful facility, joining us, talk a little bit about water conservation, especially here in the hot summer, and just, being able to teach us some good tips and tricks about conserving water and taking care of the environment.
All right. No, thank you for having me, and I appreciate the chance to invite people to come out.
Yeah, well, I'll put all the information in the description below. That way, if anyone wants to look into it, maybe come on out, pay the center a visit, follow you guys on social media, things like that. I'll make sure we get that out, the word out. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.